Hello everyone. So today we'll be talking about how to set up a Git project. So basically we'll be talking about two ways. One, you already have a GitHub project basically, maybe like Git project maybe on GitHub, Bitbucket, and you want to collaborate on that. Second, you have some local project. Now you want to upload it, or you can say you want to push it to remote, maybe GitHub or Bitbucket, and now you want to collaborate, want others to collaborate on your project, right? On top of it, we will be covering a lot of basic commands which we generally use in our product. Cool. So I am UI engineer at Flip. Let's get started. So consider example, this is a Git repo which is already present on GitHub. What I'm going to do, I'm going to clone it in my local so that I can do some development on top of it and I can collaborate on this particular project. So you can either use a HTTPS or SSH, whatever you prefer, and there are the multiple ways. So for me, I'm going with the HTTPS and I'm going to clone this project. So how to do that? Git clone and the HTTPS URL. It will start cloning and finally I can see the work directory is created, which is Git workshop, and if I go inside that I can see there are certain files which are already present, and if we go into the GitHub and see, these are the two files which were present on the remote. Ta-da-da, we are done. So the first approach where we actually want to start collaborating, so over here you can make certain file changes and you can do certain commit, push, all those things. We'll come to those commands, but this was the first way. Second, so consider example, I have some projects. Say suppose Yoho React. Okay, let me check what all I have. I need to go into the workspace. Now cd Yoho Git. Let's see what all we have. Okay, we have a repo which is having certain files. Let's see if this is a Git repo. No, it doesn't seem to be a Git repo. We can see from here. Okay, so now how to make this as a Git repo? What we can do a Git init. So what it says, it has initialized an empty Git repo inside this, and now you can run your git command like git status. It will say these are the three files which are in your working directory, but these files are not yet tracked or committed some sort of. This is the one thing. Now even if you start doing certain things in terms of, you can start committing those changes in your local, but how you are going to connect it to the remote, right? That is the second part. We'll come to that. Let's see how you can play with the git in your local. So say suppose this is a working directory where you can say a1, a2, a3 are three files which are already present. Now I want to add just few files. Say suppose I want to add this file. Basically what I meant by add is like I want to move it from the working directory to a staging environment after that, so that I can make a commit out of that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to add a1 and a2. Let's see what happens to this. If I do git status, you can see these two files have moved to a staging environment, and the third file is still in your working directory. So if I do a commit, if I want to create a tag out of it, or basically you can say a pin out of it, so that can be done, but that will be done only for the files which are in the staging environment. So let's quickly see that. Git status. Now I'm going to run git commit -m for the message, and let me say this is my initial commit. Cool. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to run the same command git status. You can see there is one file which is untracked, and the other two files which were in the staging area have now moved to another area which is git directory. Let's see what is that. What I'm going to do, I'm going to run a git log. You can see a new commit is created over here out of the files, and this was a commit message which we have given. Cool. Now this is in your local. Basically what you want to do, you want to create a GitHub repo and you want to link your existing, you can say repo, your local repo basically with your remote. So how to do that? Let's quickly see. So what I'm going to do, I will go to home, GitHub, create new repository. I'm going to create a public repository for now. Okay, let me give a name as an Yahoo Git. It is available. I'm not giving any description, making it as in public. Okay, nothing. I'm not going to add anything in terms of any readme file or git ignore. No, nothing. Let's create it. Cool. When you create it, it says like there are certain things. It says you can initialize your local repo with a git init so that it becomes a git repository. We have already done. It says you can add certain commits to it. We have already done. It says you can create a branch out of it, like your first branch, you create a branch out of that. And finally it says you can connect it with the remote and you can push to the remote. Let's do one thing. Let's try to add to the remote. Let's make a bridge between our local repo and a repo which we have created on GitHub. So what I'm going to do, git remote add origin and the path to that particular. Now this bridge is created. What I'm going to do right now, if I do a git status, you can see we are on master branch, right? We are on master branch. What we need to do, we need to push our local changes to the remote GitHub basically. How you can do that? It suggests you a method which says git push upstream, git push upstream origin, and this is master. We want to push to master. Let's see what happens. It is trying to push and it says yep, we have pushed our first commit to GitHub repo, and we can say a1 a2 are already present over here. Cool. Da-da-da, that was nice. Okay, want to show certain more things, very basic thing. Right now if you see over here, the user is Chirag Goel FK, but if you actually see, I am a different user altogether over here. Why this happened? You might have faced this problem when you are working on your official project and you are working also on your like own personal project, and you are having two different git username altogether and the email IDs also. So this is a very common problem which generally we face. So how we can fix this problem basically, right? So we'll quickly go through something which is called basically you can set your configuration, you can define who you are, and you can even override basically who you are. So how to do that? Let's quickly watch into that. What you need to do, you need to run something called git config hyphen local, and you can provide certain things like I want to say my email ID of this particular repo is engineer chirag021@gmail.com. I have said that. Second thing what I'm saying, I want to set my configuration to of local is for this particular repo, user name to engineer Chirag. Cool. Let's see what all changes we have. We have this file. Let's try to add this file as well. So we can use dot also. So this dot is basically used to move all the file from your working directory to a staging environment. So say suppose there were 2-3 files, in that case you don't have to manually add all of them, it will be added in a single go. Let's quickly see. Now it got moved to a staging environment. Now we are going to make a commit and say this is small information which is changing your user info in a git. Cool. So okay, what you are going to do, git push origin master. We are going to push the changes from your local master to the remote master, and this is where it goes. Let's quickly go into the GitHub, reload. Ta-da-da, we can see it, this commit was done by engineer Chirag. It's not done by my official username, which was ChiragWellFK. Cool, we are done with this. So yeah, if you liked it, don't forget to like, comment, and share basically. And especially if you want to continue watching my all upcoming videos, do subscribe it. Thank you.